Lex Luthor, Morgan Snicker Room. So much soul about to bust out the room. All different flavors, way more than 32. Come to these shoes, you can't mess with these dudes. Nike Reeboks, about to sock the knees. Golden Goose is on dude.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Soul Brothers, hosted by yours truly, Flex Luthor, and none other than Morgan Sneaker Room. What's up? What's new? And how you feeling, my guy?
What is up, man? Yeah, we're in the middle of summer tennis. I am halfway here, but I feel ready to give a good episode today. I'm feeling motivated, ready to talk about some sneakers.
I like it, man. My man over here texting back. I was like, you know how.
Yeah, and then you said, this is productive. I didn't respond to that one. I'm like,
yes,
I'm not responding to that.
Yes, you did. You said, you was like, yeah, bro, I'm locked in.
Oh, I did, didn't I? That's crazy.
I got butterflies while I was texting you. I was like, oh, man, let me hurry up and text back. Yeah, it's hot down here in North Carolina too, man. It was 95
it's hot
degrees
here in Indianapolis, bro. It was 90. They said it's gonna be 6 degrees colder tomorrow, bro. It's gonna be 92.
It was 95, bro, and it's suffocating. I mean, there's no wind, nothing, just stuck, just straight heat. It's crazy.
I drank over a gallon of water yesterday, and I still dehydrated, gas when I got home. Yeah, you got to throw some you got to put some sodium in there. You can't just drink a ton of water. We have the electrolyte tablets, bro. I'm
not too many on those too. They'll make you throw up.
No, I just put one, bro. I put one electrolyte tablet in, bro.
Oh, okay, good. I'm proud of you,
bro. I coach an outdoor sport, sir.
Hey, man, you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that are just thugging it out.
Mustard packets.
Mm-hmm. Or you keep them in the bag.
Yeah, mustard packets. That's kind of the secret. Pickle juice. All that stuff.
Pickle juice is crazy, boy. You're gonna bless your heart.
Hey.
Pickle juice is
how
crazy.
It goes, bro.
Well, let's get into it, man. What did you wear today?
I mean, this is in the summertime. This is becoming my least favorite part of the show. It's usually my favorite, but out on court all day.
I like it.
Shout out Extra Butter. The tread on the bottom is getting worn out because I'm trying to show people how to right foot step, left foot step, right foot pivot, left foot pivot. Right.
I thought you were going to start singing Drake.
I thought you were going to say Sierra.
Nah.
Let me see you 1, 2 step.
Nah. Right still.
This beat is.
I know, man. I know. I did a talent show to that song when I was in fifth grade.
Did?
Yeah. I was
you were one of those, bro. You were one of those.
Hey, man, bro. I can do it all, man. I can do it all. There ain't nothing. There's nothing that I can't do except shoot a basketball.
Bro, I got a funny story in a second. But for the listeners, I wore the Brooks Extra Butter Cascadia 18. I'm wearing these down. Like when I start running again, these are not going to be my running shoes because I've been, like I said, right foot pivot, left foot pivoting all summer. But yeah, this is what I wore.
Cool.
What you wear?
I went with the Air Zoom Spiridon Cage 2 and that
Great
Silver Bullet.
shoe.
And that Silver Bullet colorway, the perks of having many shoes is when it gets real hot, you can get something breathable like this because it's pretty much all mesh. Really not anything. I don't think there's really anything solid within the shoe. Everything, you got air holes and throughout the whole thing besides, the sole. But I mean, comfortable, breathable. I mean, it literally is a summer shoe. Like I feel like that's definitely what you would want to wear, especially in 95-degree weather.
Now, do you prefer the Spiridon, the Cage Spiridon, or just the regular Spiridon?
The regular Spiridon is what we just recently got, right? Never had a pair of those. Never had a pair of those.
Okay.
I've been eyeing them. I've been seeing them dip under, but again, I haven't bought any shoes yet. But I did buy the grapes. I did grab the grapes.
Okay, you got the grapes.
I did get the grapes. I haven't got them in. They come in tomorrow. I caught them on a restock. I didn't catch them on the initial release, and I was like, the grapes, Ferraris, the Galaxies, and the Kobe's are going to get bought this year. Those are going to be.
Yeah.
If I don't get anything else. Oh, and we'll talk about it later. But yeah, there's some other stuff that's been added to the list.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are definitely what I'm going to get. Definitely going to get those. And but yeah, I'm waiting on the grapes to get in. I think it's like I started out the year strong. I might have bought like 20 to 30 pairs like the first half, and then I think I bought like 2 or 3 in the past 3 months.
Yeah.
So honestly, I bought enough for the year, but
yeah. So the grapes. The plan was to get the grapes. Like at the beginning of the year, I was like, I'm going to get the grape 5s. Mm-hmm. And then as we got closer and closer and closer to the release date, it really turned into like, bro, I do not want those. I do not want those grape 5s.
I feel it.
So yeah.
Yeah,
you got them though.
I mean, there's so much dropping. Like, I had totally forgot about the Kobe. I didn't forget about the Kobe Forces, but I didn't know it was dropping so soon. I'm like, dang, bro, like, already?
At the time of recording, they dropped those sneakers today.
Yeah, bro, I'm just like, dang, already? And then we got everything else coming up. And then Jaetips dropped that bomb today.
But we're not going to get those for a few months.
Yeah, I'm looking, this is probably what, like fall, you thinking?
Yeah.
Spring.
You think it's going to be 20? So they're coming out 2026. It's the summer right now.
Yeah. But they don't really seem like a fall shoe though. But hey, you never know.
That seems like a October, November shoe.
So? Really?
Like not the shoe, but like the release.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, it will make sense for that. But I'm going off like colors and the actual silhouette. Yes,
yeah. I don't think that really. I mean, when did the first pair come out?
Don't give me the line. There've been so many. We might well get into it. There's been so many Jaetips releases, and he dropped like he always. I think that's like his tradition now. I think this is the 3rd year he's done it.
Where he drops it at Paris.
Yeah, he gives like the debut picture, or he'll wear them out. We always get a viral picture on Paris Fashion Week. So yeah, Jaetips dropped that picture. We had a red pair, green pair, purple pair. There's 2 more.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the Instagram. Now.
But
so it's got
Go ahead.
It's on the Pro Grip 4, like he was about to say. The Pro Grip Triumph 4. There's like a peach pair, green, purple, red,
and a sneeze pair.
Yeah, that was a sneeze. But yeah, it's just 4 different pairs that I'm looking at. 4 different colorways.
Yeah, peach, purple, red, and green. Yeah, so we got 4 pairs. I immediately DM'd Jason. I'm like, bro, I just don't know how he does it. Like how he thinks of those colors to put them together. And you're not look at them and be like, ugh. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're doing too much.
Yeah, like if you told me that you're gonna go with like an all green lime watermelon style shoe, I would be like, yeah, you can keep that. With a purple on the midsole, you can keep that.
Yeah.
Or if we go all red with a lime green midsole going across with, you can keep that. I wouldn't even, but when he does it, it's just like it
works.
He has the eye for it. So I'm definitely excited for those. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you, man. The last few years, man, Saucony has really is the brand that's really been keeping me excited. Now, of course, I'm loving we getting the great files. I'm loving we getting the Ferraris, but like something new is always refreshing. So seeing those new colorways, seeing these new styles, these new silhouettes, it's like, oh yeah, I'm excited for that because those are the first of the first, So
right,
we're part of history. we're part of that because like 10 years from now, people will be like, oh, I say I was there.
How thankful do you feel that like I put you on to to Saucony.
This man is crazy. Look, I didn't even open my bottle. That is crazy.
I didn't put you on?
Nah, bro. No, but you know what? I found a TikTok. No, I ain't find it, but it was one of those in this day. So I responded to one of your videos, and I'm like, here he goes talking about food again, and I can guarantee you, I'm not looking up a Saucony, and I won't be looking up a Saucony. I'm like, bro, bro, if Morgan ever gets his hands on this one, I'm like almost 20 pairs deep into Saucony now.
Yeah.
So, but nah, man, I think I would eventually. I'm gonna say this. I think I would have eventually got to Saucony, but you definitely sped up the process. I ain't gonna front. You sped up the process. Thank
you for admitting that.
Yeah, I mean, because there was some pairs, the Burgundy 5000, the Burger Saucony 5000, definitely got me to looking. The In Clothing Brain pair definitely got me into. Yeah, so that one, that's the one that really, and then the Raised by Wolves, that collaboration that got me into it. But yeah.
And to be honest, that was the goal. Not to convert you to loving Saucony, but like just whoever watched the TikToks, like, okay, y'all see this pair, and then you go do your research, and then it's like, oh yeah, there's like a bunch of different stuff. And even like you getting the Raised by Wolves pair, then I start looking at the Raised by Wolves pair a little differently. Like maybe those are a little more fire than I thought.
That you know corn stuck at the bottom was like, wait a minute, I didn't know that's what it was.
Yeah, right. And then even the me getting the Gridazora 2000 led to me getting the Aya. I already like the Aya, like that model.
Yeah. Now that's when I started looking at Aya after getting the Gridazora. That's when I started looking at that one.
We need to talk to Jason about bringing back the Aya. Matter of fact, I might send him a message now on Instagram and say, hey, like I'm about to send him a message now.
Hey, he definitely trying to get you. He's trying to get you in Detroit, September.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, bet.
He said lock it in.
I'm gonna message.
Lock it in.
Let's see if he responds. I'll give him some laughing emojis.
Paris Fashion Week has been very, I ain't gonna say very, but it's been eventful. We also seen Pharrell Jellyfish.
Ooh. Yeah.
That packaging is crazy. But I'm pretty sure that's gonna be like special packaging, right? Like a special box. It's not.
You talking about like it looks like the jellyfish, like the crates, and then it's got the bag. Yeah, those are crazy. Those are insane.
Those are what we do it for.
Yeah,
those are what we do it for, bro.
But like, thinking back to the pink pigs, like the pork chop runners, just similar model, and then the Addy Star 5. Like just that mesh runner, like that seems like the direction that Adidas is going, and I'm not mad about it. I really, really like the jellyfish. That was the first pair that I saw like on feet of like that kind of style of runner. Like I saw that before the pink pigs, and I was like, yo, like this, like these are fire. What are your thoughts on them? So
let's be clear. The jellyfish is a new silhouette, right?
Yes.
Or is this okay?
It's a new silhouette. I
mean, yeah, I like them. They're different. They're very different, but it's just bulky runner to me. That's to sum it all up. But like you said, it does remind me of the Addy Star 5 because that same kind of mold that it has around the ankle. And then I'm curious to see them with pants. Pharrell is wearing them mainly with shorts, and they look good. I'm curious to see what they look like with pants. Now, price tag.
What do you think it's going to be?
Sorry,
or has it already come out?
I think it's $285.
$285?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
$285.
Yeah. Let me fact check that.
I'm only gonna have I'm only gonna have one pair, one colorway. Then, if that's the case, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that's what everybody. Actually, it is expected to launch at $300 this fall. So, I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. Shout out to Adidas.
Shout out Adidas.
Nobody's paying $300 for Adidas.
Yeah, that's kind of
now. If he give me that packaging, I'm there.
I would agree with that.
But if you giving me the little slide out Adidas box, no sir. You giving me the AE1 slide out box? I'm good, bro. I will not be spending $300 on that pair. Now, with that being said, it's not because it's a terrible shoe. It's because there's so much dropping this year and we're not even we are halfway through the year, but we're not done with the year, and there's so much dropping. Like we just said that we got Jaetips dropping 4 more pairs. I want all 4 pairs, and
we're gonna have to buy 3 of them.
Yeah, chill out. So I mean, that. And I'm still pairs on my list. Like I said, I want to get a Galaxies, the Ferraris, the Metallic 5s, the Kobe 5s, 8s.
But ask yourself a question, right? Where do those rank compared to the Jaetips and even the Jellyfish?
Whoa! The what pairs? I'm talking about the Ferraris and Okay,
the Galaxies.
Those are part of my story, like that's part of my collecting career. So that's why these pairs really mean a lot to me. So that's why they rank a lot higher. Just because like I was around when the Galaxy dropped and missed out on it. I was around when the Ferraris dropped and missed out on it. The Grapes, I didn't have no money to get it. Now I got the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Those are why. Like if I still had the 2013 pair of the Grapes, I probably wouldn't grab them. I did grab the Black Toes that re-released, and I did grab the Black Cement 3s, but it was more of like, they're available, I have the money, let me grab them.
I just feel like with me and like my collecting journey, like it started off with Jordans, like great 5s were like, okay, that's a pair I have to have. That was 13 years ago, 12 years ago, 13 years ago. Now, they're, not even checking for them. Like you said, you got them on a restock. I was like, I guess it would have restocked.
They sitting heavy, bro. Like I was surprised,
225, bro. 225. And
I think
the people who have been doing this a long time are probably still kind of upset about the last one. Last release, like the quality of that sneaker was not great, and does Jordan Brand expect us to just kind of forget that? Now maybe I'm tripping.
They do expect for us to forget it.
Right.
Man, we're giving you the Grapes. Well, you know what's tripping me out about this whole grape thing? This whole Fresh Prince Bel-Air thing. I'm like, when the Grapes dropped in 2013. I was not thinking of Will Smith.
Me neither.
This whole Fresh Prince of Bel-Air great connection. I'm like, I never.
That happened after the release. The release.
And further down the line.
Yeah.
And then further down the line, because it's when people start paying attention to like the '90s shows that had Jordans into it or whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm just like. Everybody's connected, like, the Fresh Prince is back. And I'm like, the Fresh Prince Grapes is back? Like, 2013, 1990
Well, since then, think about it, right? Like, they did the gold pair. The gold pair of Grapes, right? And then they did the laceless pairs. So they've had 2 releases that they've given to Will Smith.
But it's crazy because we're no longer seeing those videos where back in 1990 when these released, Jordan was going to the playoff. It's not that. It's Will Smith wore these on the first episode. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's like what I've been saying is becoming more and more true. Like the whole Michael Jordan backstory is becoming irrelevant, and this generation or the newer generation are creating their own stories and their own connections because again, and I'm a huge fan of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. I have the complete seasons 2. I have one on DVD and one on Blu-ray, and then I have it, streaming services. But I never was like, I gotta have those because Will had those on. That's my connection. It was never that. 2013, that was not what I was thinking at all. Not even close.
But going back to the jellyfish, like I'm looking at Louis Vuitton's last post with Pharrell, I guess at the Louis Vuitton show. He's got on this brown and yellow pair, and it's just like it's so clean, bro. Like that jelly, like I like the size of them. I like the model, like. I like the chunkiness. I like the layers. Like it has like different overlays and stuff like that. Will I pay that? Yes, I will. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna pay it, and I'm not gonna front like I'm gonna pay it because one, I'm just not gonna act like I'm gonna pay that because. I like them. I do like them. But to knock off all the other things that I have planned to buy this year, nah. And then I'm literally in the process of throwing like all my clothes. I ain't gonna say I'm not throwing all my clothes out. I'm giving them all away. I'm kind of reinventing myself here for this whole. I got this whole rollout thing that's planned, but yeah, reinventing.
A rollout for just living your life, reinventing yourself, for just like.
Why not? Come join me. Come join me. Come join me as I reinvent myself. Small apartment content, as they call it. That is what the brands are looking for.
Small apartment complex? Apartment content? Mm-hmm. What is that?
Yep. So that is the get ready with me, the vlogging. Okay. That the people that's making these
now let me ask you a question.
Content.
So we spent a year talking about how like we're gonna do what we like we're not doing what we're not catering to the brands and stuff like that. And now I hear from you like, oh yeah, this is what the brand. I'm gonna start doing this because this is what the brands are looking for.
Whoa. Okay, wait a minute. There you go. I love
that's what you said. No, bro, I'm literally repeating.
No,
word for word what you just said.
I said that is what the brands are looking for, but that is not why I'm reinventing. No, this is literally just me living my life. And since I've already made content and I've literally added on to my house and made a studio for this. Okay. I'm gonna use it. It's an investment.
Do what the brands want, man. I'm just saying, do what the brands want. You straight?
I can't stand.
Hey, get ready with me. Get ready with me.
I can't stand you.
I'm wearing my brown Los Angeles hat and my pink Dragon Ball Z shirt.
I love it, man.
Link in the TikTok. Link below on the TikTok.
I love it,
shop.
man. I love it. But yeah, no, you'll see. I think you'll enjoy it. I think you.
You know what? I just hit a new milestone on my TikTok. So I was at the height of my content creation. I was at 28.9 thousand followers. I'm now at 28.6 thousand followers. So we're going down.
I'm actually getting, for some reason, a lot of my videos are becoming viral again, I guess. Like it's like people 3 years old.
Yeah, same. They're like, not necessarily viral, but like they're getting likes.
I mean, I got people like full blown like always like there's this video of me saying Nike instead of Nike. And I responded to Squin. Like this is back when Squin was on TikTok making videos. Yeah. So I'm just like, yeah. Anyways, that was 3 years ago. I don't have no rebuttal to that, nor do I care to. Yeah, I don't care to
engage. Yeah, I feel that.
I don't. But if I see something like, hey, I bet you don't got these. It's a quick video, like, oh yeah, I got these. Look, what I'm saying.
I saw somebody. the video that I had where I was like, name a shoe that 95% of people don't have. Somebody recently stitched that, and it was showing like garbage, bro. Like showing stuff that like everybody has, and I'm just like,
man, that video went double platinum. That video went that one, bro. That thing hopped off TikTok, went on to YouTube and Instagram.
I'm telling you right now, bro. If he would have made that video when I first like made that video, if this was 3-4 years ago, bro, I would have ended him. But now that I'm cool on that, bro, I'm just, you got it.
Yeah, it's crazy. I'll be looking at back some of my on this day videos, and I'm just like,
yeah,
I was into way too deep, bro. I was into it,
bro. Same, bro.
Too deep.
I remember being like, all right, bro, I've made 2 videos today, bro. I got to make a third one. I got to make a third video today.
I'm like, how on this day do I have 5 videos?
Yeah.
I'm like,
what was I doing, bro? Yeah.
Bro, I'm like, where did I find the time to make 5 TikToks? Like, I'm like, this is crazy, bro. But yeah, we evolved, and now we're making small apartment content.
Yeah, you're doing what the brands want, man. I could just see the CEOs like, yes, Flex, make that small apartment content. Yeah, dance puppet, make the small apartment content.
And then next thing you know, Morgan's gonna start doing it. But
I'm gonna blow up.
Hey, that's how it works. That's how
it goes.
That's how it works, But according to Haas, all you gotta do is work harder. They said it don't matter about all that stuff. It was work harder. That's why.
So here's the thing, though, man. Because I think, okay. So do we want to talk about that?
Do we?
I'm gonna be honest with you, man.
I feel like somebody listening was like, yeah, talk about it.
There's nothing more boring to me than making content about making content. That's so boring to me. But our good friend over at My First Kicks, I don't even know who started it. Like, what happened?
We was not supposed to talk about this, but we can talk about it. We can air it out. So I was just seeing how. Honestly, I really didn't respond because of me. Like, I don't care. Like, I truly don't care. But me as a person,
I kept refreshing the replies to see who was going to say something next. But
me as a person, when I do something, I want to do it well. So if I'm going to make content, I'm going to try to make content at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. It's not really like, oh, I gotta be successful. Like I'm down in the dumps because I'm not getting views. I mean, we have a video that hit this amount of views, and the next video it get 5 views. But anyways, Haas was speaking on it, like, the only component to being successful on social media was working hard. And I'm like, there's nowhere near true. Like, there's so many other moving pieces when it comes to making content. I mean, the main thing, I feel like the main component is who you know and who you are. Like, if you thought it was
just luck. I thought it was luck.
I mean, yeah, to get that viral traction, yeah, I would consider that luck. But once you have it, it's who you are and who you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, when Self first started out, and I'm talking about same old Self, when he first started out, it might have been luck. But now it's who Self is, It's like, it's who he is, what he's created from that viral video when he was going viral and continues still going viral to this day. It's that, but because and then the thing about it, man, like, I've seen Haas, like, I've been screenshotted a tweet of his saying like how he's down in the dumps about not hitting views, and I'm just like, imagine someone quoting this with like, oh, you just not working hard enough. Like, who are you to tell someone that's not successful doing this that it's just that you're not working hard enough? Like, nah, bro, working hard does play a part, but just to be like, let's just sum it up to, oh, you're doing bad, your views are not doing good, you're not having any listeners because you're not working hard, is it's crazy. Bro. But yeah, I mean, that kind of annoyed me just because I've seen and like I've been in conversations with him where he's speaking on like how he feel that he deserves and how he's not getting views that he wants. And imagine if my response would have been like, nah, bro, you just need to work harder. Like, it's like, come on, bro. Like, you preaching this crazy stuff. Like, you preaching this crazy stuff. Like, that ain't what you were saying a couple years ago. If there's people literally that was in your spot once, like right now, that's trying to get to where you're at, just like having that same thing. Like, bro, what's going on? I'm only getting 2 views, and I'm editing my videos, and I'm putting the subtitles, and I'm doing all these catchphrases, and I'm writing scripts, and I'm still not getting it. I don't. And then some of them like, oh, you should not working hard enough. That's crazy work.
Yeah, but I also think not to, because I definitely understand what you're saying. I just think, per usual, you probably don't see this, but you guys are arguing 2 completely different points. Like, he's coming from a different perspective and arguing from that perspective, and you see your perspective and you argue that perspective, and neither one of you, I don't think you guys try to see each other's perspective. I think what he was saying, yes, it was a tweet, right? Like, he wanted engagement, right? But if I think about, okay, if I'm coaching a tennis player and they're not getting as good as I want them to get, right? My response now in 2025 is I have to be better. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I have to work harder and be better, right?
But nah. That ain't what he was saying. He was like, nah, you need to quit complaining and work harder. That's what really got me. The whole you need to quit complaining, because I'm like,
maybe he was talking to himself too. Like, I love complaining. That's the other thing. I like to complain. I love complaining. Like, I tell people at work all the time, like, if I start complaining, I'll say, like, hey, look, I'm a complainer. I'm still happy, though. You know what I mean? Like, so he could have been talking to himself. I understand what you're saying, because I remember the conversations as well.
I would say most of our arguments would start because he was complaining. I'm like, bro, like, that has nothing, like, okay. I'm a person of color. It's not going to stop me from doing nothing. Oh, I don't have the best mic. Oh, it's not going to stop me from doing that. The number's not doing good. It's not going to stop me from doing it. Like, just keep going. But
maybe he's also changed. Maybe he's also seeing it as like a reflection of.
I support that. But don't forget where you came from. Like, my whole thing is getting up there on that mountain and forgetting the mission. Like, don't get up there and be like, oh, like, work harder. Like, you got to put this work in. That's how you get where I'm at. Oh, calm down. Like, calm down, because you were the same person that was like, man, I'm only getting 2 views, and it's not fair that this person's blowing up and this person's doing this and is doing that. Like,
but what did he do?
What
did he do? But what did Haas do? Like, I mean, he changed up his whole setup. Like, remember in the early episodes, the ones that we were in, I mean, you could see his what's it called in the background. You could see his closet in the background, and you see like shoes coming out of it and stuff. Now you can't tell me he's not working harder. Right?
No, and like he's putting in that work. I'm not saying he's not working hard.
So maybe he's coming from.
I'm just saying, don't forget where you came from.
Yeah, for sure. I think some of that tweet was him talking to himself. That's how I kind of took it.
Matter of fact, let me go back to what really stemmed.
Well, I mean, we're kind of petty fogging, like we're just dissecting the words, like what's the meaning behind the words.
Well, I mean, you know how I am. I'm a literal person, so when you're like, well, maybe he was talking to himself. Nah,
no gray area with you, man.
Yeah, no.
Who was he talking about? Like, whenever I see these things, I'm always like, who is he talking about? Like,
but that's the thing about it. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. I had people hit me up like, who are they talking about? Like, because they're putting in that work, but they're also like, what's going on, bro? Like, I'm dropping these fits, I'm dropping these videos, I'm getting all these likes, I'm getting all this engagement.
Yeah.
What's going on? And it's not like, if for you to tell that person like, and I know these people, like, I know they're putting in this work, I know they're editing these videos, I know it takes a lot for them to put these fits on, put it together. Like, it's crazy. That's crazy work, bro.
But here's the other thing about content creation is that the work is never reciprocated. Like,
That's exactly
You know
what
I'm
we're
saying?
saying.
Like,
So the whole work harder just doesn't make sense. You can kill that. Like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I think if I go back to like the original days of like before the TikTok shop, I got to go before TikTok shop days of TikTok. The strategy
before you. This is where it started. It was like Jemerson. He was like, y'all want to know why y'all don't get opportunities in the sneaker industry? Y'all too focused on your agenda. What you want people in the corporate to do for you? Run your race, become valuable to these brands, and they will find you. You just want to look cool with no real work. Haas quoted was like, let me amplify this because y'all worried about everything besides straight and do the work. And I was like, this isn't what you used to say. I remember you talked about not getting views or recognition you felt you deserved, but I never heard you blaming on not working hard enough. Glad you're confident now, but don't dismiss those that are still where you once were. That's all I was saying. So I mean, just imagine how those conversations would have went if I would have been like, bro, do the work. Like, you tripping. Like, do the work.
Yeah.
Y'all playing.
I get it. I get it for sure. But
y'all playing.
Here's the reason is that I think that the conversations, like making content about content creation, is so boring. Is that we should be doing this, or like for example, when I started doing TikTok, I was doing it because I wanted there to be content that I was interested in on TikTok. And I figured that if I could find like a small community of people who were interested in the same things, like I could just kind of fill that niche that was on TikTok, right? Like never expected to attract brands. Like, you know, I'm gonna be honest, when people started talking about like, hey, like, what's your strategy for content creation? Like, I was like, oh, like totally turned off from the whole idea. This is gonna be a big silence. This is gonna be silence, like it always is when like you saying something, or when we say,
I leave it to the listeners to kind of like read our lips and be like, can you just guess what they said? But yeah, nah, man.
We were saying in that episode with feats and treats.
Well, I mean, I dropped the clip with unedited, so I dropped.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'll be dropping so many clips, so you don't even know it. But but you know, on to another note. Let's get into what's going on with the sneaker stores as we're in the midst of the whole urban necessities. We are now coming up on the whole Fat Joe thing, which is crazy. Have you been reading up on that?
I saw a few things here and there about Up New York or something like that.
Yeah.
What's going on with it?
Backdoor fraud, SA. There's a lot.
I saw all that.
There's
and a lot of that stuff, like they're allegations, right?
Yeah.
And so it's gonna have to go through court.
You're proven guilty,
right? And what I can speak on is just with sneaker stores, right? Like those sneaker stores are becoming tourist traps, or that's what they've kind of become, right? Like when I have players who go to New York, they always want to tell me about, oh yeah, we went and saw Flight Club, right? We went and saw Flight Club, right?
Yeah.
And you know, that's what they get excited about. And you know, like if me and you go to New York, are we stopping by Flight Club? Are we giving Flight Club our money?
Oh no.
No, not even close, right? Like,
nah.
And the sneakerheads listening, right? Like you visit New York, are you giving Flight Club your money? I don't think that's the case. I think it's people who are tourists. I mean, urban necessities in Las Vegas. Like, who's going there? Is it the everyday sneakerhead who has, you know, hundreds of pairs, or is it who's been doing it for a decade plus, or is it the tourists?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And now, here we go. I mean, this is probably me being, I got to get political at least once, but you know, people aren't getting paid as much. A lot of people aren't getting paid as much. Vacations aren't happening. like people just can't afford to go on vacation.
Yeah.
And the price of things are going up, but at the same time, right? Like people aren't looking to pay. If the Grape 5s are retailing at $225, what is Flight Club going to have them at?
Easily
to pay the bills.
Probably like $500.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not going to happen.
Because which Stadium Goods is where Sneaker Complex shopping is at, right? Stadium Goods or Flight Club, one of those.
They do them all over the place.
Oh, so but I know I know it's usually
they've done them at Stadium Goods. Yeah, they'll do Stadium Goods. Yeah. They've done Kith. They've done.
Oh, you'll see like the insane, like StockX might have them at $201, and wherever they went is like $500.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's crazy because as we talk, we're just talking about making content. These sneaker boutiques are trying to do exactly what we're trying to do in sneakers. Like you get lucky if you become that tourist spot. Like if you become that. Oh, I gotta go. When I go to Florida, I gotta go to Trophy Room. I gotta go here. I gotta check those out. Because a lot of people go there literally just to post up, put their location. Hey, I'm in front of Trophy Room. I may grab a shirt. I may grab a pair.
Right.
That's it. Like it's like when I went to Oregon. Like I really thought about going to Nike, but I was just like to go to Nike and take a picture and not truly be invited. Or not have no.
You're a tourist.
It's just like it didn't feel right. It was like, nah, bro, I'm cool. I'm cool on it. That doesn't excite me. Like if I get invited, of course, and if I get invited, I'm going out there. But just to say that I went to Oregon to go to Nike date and stand in front of the gate and be like, Nike, one day, like, nah, bro, I'm cool on that.
Yeah, I would have roasted you. But like since with the rising retail prices, like the margins are becoming so tight that I could see these places like backdooring pairs, right? Yeah. Like it only makes sense. I mean, it's either if it's backdooring or losing your business, right? What do you think the business owner is going to do? Oh, well, it's not honorable to backdoor, bro.
Or is it legal? But yeah,
did we go over this before? Is it legal?
No, it's illegal.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, we're going. I mean, and then a lot of these places, they gained their traction from 2020. That the great sneaker boom of 2020, and like we were just talking. Shout out to in Kicks We Trust, how the Panda we're getting it for $60 now. Back in 2020, those
Hold on, we weren't just talking.
What?
I was just talking to In Kicks We Trust about the Panda.
I thought I said we were okay. Anyways,
yeah, it's not we. Talking. Morgan.
I'm sorry. Calm down, bro.
By the way, go listen to my episode with In Kicks We Trust.
It was actually a good episode. It was. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You did throw some shots, but then you gave me some good looks. I was like, I
think I did. I try to give you more flowers than shots.
Yeah, but you definitely threw something in there.
I did.
But
it'd be weird if I didn't. But go on. What did you say?
Just speaking on that, we're getting. Yeah, that's why I said we're getting dunks for under $60, and people were paying $300, $400 for the Panda dunk.
Yeah,
so imagine sneaker boutiques. That was they bread and butter Pandas, and then let's not get a friends and family pair of Travis Scotts. Oh man. We gonna probably pay next month's and this month's and the following month's rent with that. We finna get $30,000 on a Travis Scott a family and friends, and then we got the Pandas that we just got from and not to mention the Air Force Ones. People were going to Finish Line and JD Sports and just buy literally as they're coming off the truck. Give me that. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? So like. But people, I ain't gonna say people are smarter now. It's just the hype is not there anymore for the Panthers and the Air Force Ones. We have the supply, so demand has went down for them. And so
well, you remember we were saying back in the day, like on the tail end of that crazy hype, we would say on TikTok, like resellers start looking for real jobs, right?
Because this is not going to last forever.
Exactly. And
there is going to be a dry spell, and we're going to see who can stand, who going to be able to stand the heat, because the sneakers are not going to always be hyped. But
exactly.
But it's also to say that there's going to be another sneaker boom. There's going to be another one, but who's going to hold all that capital? Like, even after I've been through this multiple times, I still don't buy a bunch of pairs to be like, oh, I know it's going to be $1,000 in.
Do you ever double up on a pair?
Never. I don't
double up.
It doesn't make sense for me. I mean, I can use that money to buy another pair.
Yeah, because people are like, oh yeah, rock one, stock one. Or hear me out.
Buy one and buy another one.
Yeah.
And get it when it re-release. I mean, like, imagine doubling up on the 2013 grapes. We've had it. We've had it like 3 times since then. And then since 2013? Yeah, we have different, because we had the alternate grapes, then we had Fresh Prince Bel Air grapes. Like, we've had it, and then we finally get the grapes, and then in a better. From what I'm hearing, these are better. These are better quality. So
yeah, that's why I keep hearing too. Well, shoot, they better be for what, $55 more than what they were.
$256 after taxes and fees.
Yeah, right. Like, that's crazy. Insane.
Yeah,
insane.
I mean, so that just lets you know who was really into sneakers and who really wasn't in sneakers.
Yeah,
it's like the businesses that were like, because let's say up New York, I'm pretty sure Fat Joe was pretty well cemented within New York City in general, and then the sneaker community culture. Like, it's not going to be a huge, like, the only issue he's having is the allegations. I don't think it's more of like, I think it's more of like a greed thing. We're making rent, but hey, if we backdoor these 50 pairs right here, that's an extra $2 or $3 grand. You know what I'm saying? And then again, that's his business. Doesn't mean he was the one doing that. A lot of that stuff is connected, and they're like, we want you the big man. Like, those are little hood rats. We want the mob boss. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the one that funds this. He might not have been the one that's doing all the backdooring or whatever. He might have not known about it. Like, cause all I want is my fees. Like, I want my cut. He probably told them however y'all do it after that's however y'all do it. But you gotta understand, when you tied into people like that, especially now, it's the feds. They want everybody. They want whoever's funding this project. We want you, buddy. So I mean,
we'll see how that all plays out. But I will say, I can see a lot of sneaker resale.
Oh yeah,
stores.
All these shops that have their state at the end of them, gone. All the ones that have kicks at the end, gone. Yeah. All the ones that has soul in the beginning, gone. Like, those are the stores that like came out of nowhere. Virginia Kicks or Soul Virginia. Like, you like, those are, those, they got their first name at the beginning of the time to update your resume, player. Yeah. But if they were smart, if they create an LLC, they can just walk away from it. They can leave all that debt and everything tied to the LLC, because
that's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, because it's its own entity. So if you use a sole proprietorship, then they can sue you. That debt is on you, because pretty much you use your social security number, but the LLC is its own thing. So that's how people like
limited liability. That's what the limited liability is.
There you go. There you go.
So I learned that. I took an introductory level business class.
That's how these people make these new businesses, like, while they're going through all this crazy stuff. Or it's like, we just rebrand ourselves, and you come to find out it's owned by this brand that went under 20 years ago for this. Crazy. But as we close it out, I do want to introduce our listener question.
So one of the things that we want to introduce is listener questions. And so for that to happen, like, we need people to join the Discord to give us questions to talk about. We're having great conversations in the Discord, but we want to know what everybody thinks. So I think Flex puts out a new link for the Discord when you put out the episode.
I mean, I try to take advantage of the algorithm like I did with the whole Pacers game.
Yeah, that was kind of messed up, bro.
it was
Yo, go troll, bro. I just watched my glorious king tear his Achilles.
That was I literally I ain't gonna say I bought a subscription. I started a free trial to watch the last game of the NBA Finals, and I seen. I was like, yo, that is terrible. Like, that's,
bro,
man. Like, you know how the determination that you got to have to come back from that. Like, that would be hard to get all the way to the finals. You are the guy. Like, and you drop like 3-pointers first, like 30 seconds. You boom boom. You finna go crazy. And it's like, and then he's out for the whole next season too, right?
Out for the whole next season. Yep.
And that's like that. And I mean, what are the chances of the Pacers going back to the finals? I mean, I'm just asking. What
you want to talk about my glorious king? You gonna talk about Hallie? You got a better shot than does.
That is crazy. That is crazy work, bro. But nah, I mean that that was crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. Anybody that was like, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I mean,
so anyway, join the Discord. Send us some questions. No, but for real
though, like, what are the chances? Like just in basketball, what are the chances that the Pacers will make it to the finals again? If he comes back playing like he was playing, which is probably gonna take some time. So definitely not gonna be next season, and it definitely won't be the following season. Probably that season, rep back up. He's balling like he wants to.
He'll be 27 by that point. Then I believe. No, he's born in '99.
He's 24. He's
24 now. Mm-hmm. So he's still got his prime ahead of him. He's still got a lot of his prime ahead of him.
Yeah.
Now Kevin Durant tore his Achilles, and he's still very productive. So it's tough. I mean, I hope that he spends a lot of his rehab time bulking up. But again, we have an all-star on the team already. It's not like when Oladipo got hurt. Well, we had Sabonis on the team. It's not like when Paul George got hurt, and I had to spend a whole season watching Rodney Stuckey and C.J. Miles, lose to Washington by 30. Like, I've done that before. So I don't think it's going to be like that. But, we also, like, the day before, like, I think this is an underrated move that we did. We traded and got our own 2026 draft pick back. So if we are really bad, at least we have a draft pick in 2026 to look forward to, right? So that's something to keep in mind as well. Like, that was something that, like, Steph Curry got hurt and Klay Thompson was hurt one year for Golden State, and they ended up with the number 2 pick because they were terrible. They ended up using that pick on James Wiseman, who signed a minimum veteran contract with the Pacers last offseason and then got traded. And I don't even know what he's doing now. He's probably playing in, like, Yugoslavia. But, you know what I mean? Like, things like that happen.
Yeah.
So there is, I mean, not a lot of optimism in Indianapolis right now. Because, I mean, Daniel Jones is winning the quarterback competition over Anthony Richardson for the Colts. And that's just like, So, I mean, it is all just wait and see.
Is Ark not eligible for the draft yet?
Who's that?
Arch Manning. Arch Manning.
Arch Manning. He is a sophomore. He was just a sophomore. But he was playing behind Quinn Ewers at Texas. And so this next season is about to be his first starting season. You can't come out in the NFL draft. You can't come out of college until you've played, I believe, 2 or 3 seasons after your junior year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, so not likely. Shout out to OKC for winning their first championship in Oklahoma.
Yeah. Here's the other thing. I like the Thunder. I like that team a lot.
I mean, I'm glad they got a championship. I feel like it was deserved. I feel like it was deserved. I'm excited to see what next year brings. Next year.
I am too.
I am too. A lot of,
Release the Shea ones. Release the Shays.
Bro, if they should drop that limited all gold pair right there.
Those are whack. I'm not gonna lie. Those look terrible. I like the butter pair.
No, I know, but just to execute on that moment, like imagine, the Oklahoma fans, bro. Like, you drop what's on dude's neck as he's doing the press conference. Like,
but here's the thing, bro. Here's why they did it, because
they gave him out.
What if they lose?
No, I'm talking about
then
like
what?
when once he won the championship and they, the camera pans on him with the.
I thought that was corny that they put those shoes around his neck. I thought that was so corny by Converse. I'm not gonna lie.
I thought it was promo. I'm thinking I
thought that was so corny, bro.
Like, if y'all gonna do it, let's go all the way. Like, you get the phones buzzing, all the blogs, going crazy. Shot ones just dropped. They just dropped. They dropped. Oh, go drop. Go. Things were sold out. After the fact,
then if
no,
but wait a minute. If they lose that, then they got so. Then if they lose, if OKC loses, then when do they drop that all gold?
No, I'm saying they should have dropped it at the end when they've won the championship. Like, when he won, the first thing he did, they went over there and put him on his neck. Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I saw that.
At that moment, shock drop. Your phone, everybody's panned on like the interview, but I mean, I'm pretty sure they have.
I understand what you're saying. Understand what you're saying, but I'm saying, like, there's a stock of them. They're physically those shoes were physically somewhere, right? And the plan is, okay, when OKC wins, we will drop this sneaker, right?
Yeah.
What if OKC doesn't win? What happens to that stock of shoes that's already been made?
I don't know. They end up giving them out anyways. They had a stock that they gave out in the city. So what they would have done with that stock that they were going to give out if they would have lost?
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. If I would have executed on, that was a bigger investment than let's give them out to the city. Oh, shout out.
They'd have to give them a different name.
Shout out Converse.
Shout out Converse. But they'd have to give them a different name, because, like, what do they call, like, the championships?
They would call them the Shot 001 Gold, I think.
Oh, okay. They'd have to give them a different name. But let's get into
anything's possible.
I'm happy there wasn't anything like that. Like,
anything possible, Jason. All right. So again, back to my showcase shoes. My showcase shoes are more of what you forgot about than what you haven't seen. So, funny story about these. I was calling these.
Ew.
I was calling these the Off-White 8s. And it was funny because I was putting this on my TikTok. I'm like, hey guys, I just got a sample in of the Off-White 8s. And everybody was like, oh, those are crazy, And then you have people like, bro, those are fake. And then you had the people like, bro, nah, them on sale on Nike right now. Because I think I paid like maybe $60 for these.
Yeah.
But I don't know what was going on, why they put these together, why they dropped them, what's the backstory. I don't know. I've seen a retro 8.
What are they really called? I
want to say off. I I don't want to say off.
It looked like off-brand 8s.
That's why, I mean, they were so simple. It reminded me of like the Off-White, you know, because that's what Retro 8. I'm putting Retro 8 Off-White and see if it pop up.
Those look like Shoe Man 8s.
Got them from the Shoe Man. I forgot what they're called, but it's like some, you know, Retro 8 blue, pink, white.
Super exclusives. You ain't seen these yet. These not supposed to drop until next year. Those type of 8s.
White multicolored.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are.
Multicolored.
White and multicolored.
That's what I'm seeing right now. Yeah.
You got those white. So you see them on Nike for $60 or whatever, right?
Yeah.
What is your first thought? Like, did you have $60 burning a hole in your pocket or something?
Bro, whenever I see a steal, it's burning. It's a steal. but like, it wasn't. I mean, honestly, like, I don't feel like it's like this terrible shoe. I feel like there was potential that you could probably, you know, throw something together. You know, and I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I had money to play with, and I was just like, I got a little extra $60 laying around.
I can't front. I've done that before.
I mean, who hasn't? Anybody that buys a sneaker is like, oh, you $40, you say?
Yeah, right.
And it's an Air Jordan, and then I like getting those pairs because I feel like later on down the line, people be like, what are those? When did those drop? You know, all you need is a good photographer. You know, get 80 Sneaks to post some pictures on it and fire emojis all through the comments. So.
Yeah, that's a good point. He makes every shoe look good.
That's what I'm saying.
I look at some of his photos, bro. I'll be like, you know what? I didn't want that shoe before. Yeah. Now,
that, you know, that's marketing, baby.
All right, those are okay. Those are fine.
Yeah,
I brought.
Like 3.
Granted, this episode will drop
Thursday
before the 4th of July, but Bottle Rocket, Wale, Villa, Bottle Rocket Gelite 3. Yeah, really cool pair. Nubuck, blue tiger stripes on the lateral side, red on the medial side, red and blue speckles on the midsole. It's one of those classic colorways of the Gelite 3 that people are really into. Is, like I said, it's a Wale collab. It's got 3M stars underneath the netting, but just a cool 4th of July shoe. I'm still torn on whether or not I'm going to wear these on the 4th of July, but it's definitely a good chance that I do.
Yeah,
you ever seen these before?
Yeah. I'm hip to the Wale's because I want the Intercontinental.
I have those.
I wish they would have like a special box, man. They dropped the ball. Like they needed a special box, man. They needed a special box. And I like the boxing ones. It's not Wale, but it's a pair of Asics. They're inspired by like boxing. What are those called? They're like red and blue.
Are you sure they're not Sauconys? Grid 9000s?
Those
sparring with Saucony?
I think those are.
I've got those.
I think those are Sauconys.
Here's what's crazy. Look those up real quick. But that pair is not a. It's not a collab. It's
I know it's not.
Like that's, and they put that out like that was fire.
Yeah, no, yeah, it is.
Kind of like the shrimp scampies.
Yes, yeah, those are it.
Is that the pair?
Yep. Yeah, I always reference the picture of the turnbuckle and the boxing gloves behind it. Though it's stuff like that that makes the shoe like, oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh, why not? So
yeah, that was a great pair. And then I also, for the listeners, I'm gonna see if I can't keep this behind me on the mantle. See if my wife says anything. But the Kith Wilson collab just dropped. I got
the racket. Wow!
I got one of the rackets. I got the Shift, which is not my favorite racket. This is my third Shift I have, but this is the only Kith one.
How much did that cost?
$260.
How much?
260. But here's the other thing, bro. Supreme dropped an E-Zone with Yonex, and it was $400 and something. Look how much the Wilson Shift is without the Kith. Kith collab. Because 260 is not a whole lot for a racket.
If you say
when we have our tennis match, what you gonna use?
Did it have speed or there was something in it?
What color was it? White and black.
I'm be honest with you. I only wanted to buy it because it was expensive. So, which one was it? Because I went to Academy.
Because there is a head speed.
I think that was the one.
If it's black and white, black now.
It was either that one or the Pro Staff.
Okay, I've got a Pro Staff. I've got
Pro Staff.
Like 4 or 5.
Oh, that Wilson Clash 100 V2. It seems like that's what I need to go for.
The V2, nah, you don't want the V2.
Wow.
That was not a whole lot of people like that model. The V3 is their newer way. I mean, I can let you try both of them.
I need something. I think I need something that's light, that helps me with precision more than I got the power. I don't think I have the precision.
Okay.
So send me some.
Well, you can just use mine.
Oh, yeah.
I've got about 30 rackets.
Oh, okay. Look at you, man.
I've got like 30 rackets. You can't use that one.
Well, are you going to use that one? Like, are you going to use it in general?
I don't know.
Did you buy any of the Wilson gear? Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
No, that's from Kith.
Yeah, Kith and Wilson.
Wow.
So here's the thing, right? Like they're also like, they'll do like the shorts and they'll do like the knits and the blazer and the coach's jacket. You give me a graphic t-shirt. I got a can of tennis balls. They didn't do the dampener, the shock absorber, the little rubber thing that usually go right. They didn't do one of those this time, which was really upsetting. Not upsetting, but it was annoying. I got a hat. It's coming in. But I just got like little things like that.
I like it, man.
But it's still a grip, man. It's still
you spent $60 on a racket. It's crazy, bro.
So I also got the blade, but it's made to order, so that'll be in about 6 months.
Wow.
So I got How
much that cost?
The same $260. Business is booming.
That is crazy, man. I want to get there one day. Oh, I'm already there, but I just do it with shoes. But yeah. But we got. I would hope that we could get the tennis match not in Detroit. But
I don't want to do no tennis match in Detroit, bro.
We gotta find like a halfway spot or something.
No, we don't. You come to me. I'll beat the brakes off you and send you home with your tail tucked between your legs.
Y'all got any high-end hotels in Indy?
What would y'all think? We're in the middle of a cornfield?
Bro,
we kind of are, but
that's crazy. You like assuming that coming from me, and I'm from North Carolina. Like we live,
y'all in the middle of a tobacco field.
Bro, we still got cotton.
I was gonna say tobacco.
We still got cotton fields out here.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Riding past cotton fields is crazy, but they're definitely still out here. But yeah, we definitely, because I want to get some studio episodes in. I want to get like at least like 2 or 3. And then we kind of just space them out. Because, we'll talk off air about what... I'll finally let you in on what I'm doing here with this whole rollout. Okay. Shout out to everyone that I have messaged about, sending you some special stuff from the Soul Brothers podcast.
Do I get something?
Yeah, bare minimum.
All right, bet.
You get something. still planning, making sure everything is right. I really want to execute this well. To be honest, I am showing appreciation to the people that supported us, but I'm also trying to create a moment in sneakers that that does create something viral. Not for like, I don't know. I'm just
not for the brands.
Yeah. You know, it's not small. It's not small apartment content, but it is something.
Yeah.
It's something that I hope that gets picked up, and you know, people really start looking at it like, oh, look what they're doing, you know, because it is for if I get everything that I want to get, it's gonna be pretty cool. But any closing remarks, my guy?
No, thank you everybody for listening. Please join the Discord. I enjoy.
Join the Discord. Morgan does enjoy.
I enjoy talking to people. Unless y'all talking about the Pacers in there, man.
Bro over there threatening to drop my government name.
Oh yeah, bro. I was like, and you notice I said one like, and I'm dropping the government.
Yeah, bro. Of course you got one. I was like, I see you got it. I'm like, of course somebody will like it. But I didn't know you was the one that liked it. But yeah. No,
I wasn't gonna do that.
Hop in the Discord.
There was a moment.
I was just gonna drop your address.
I'm gonna do it.
I was just gonna drop your address.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were at a Mexican standoff.
I was like, go ahead, drop the government name. I'm gonna put their address, zip code, and everything. You ain't gonna get this one wrong, buddy. But yeah, man, join the Discord. Shout out to everyone that's been showing love to the podcast. We're still doing very well. We're still within our 2 years. We're not at 100 episodes, but we are doing some great things, talking with some great guests. That's all we got for you guys. And, you know, as I always say, love, peace, and sneakers.
So, brothers,